Welcome, 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 guys. Let's get it. MLB is back. Ooh. That felt like such a long time, but it really wasn't that long. Let's get it, guys. We are live. All right. Whoops. Let's get it, guys. Send my tweet out. MLB is back, guys. It's back. It felt like so long. It was really only 2 days. It feels like so long ago. We are now live on YouTube and TikTok. Let's cook it up, man. Let's cook it up. Sometimes, yeah, that's all you need sometimes, man. Sometimes all you need is that day off just to reset, just to clear your mind a little bit. Works out, man. It usually works out. Let's go. Let's get it, guys. All right, before everybody gets here, let me update some numbers here. One second. What up, guys? Hope everybody's having a great Friday afternoon. It's a beautiful day here in the nation's capital. Let's get it today, man. Feeling good today, man. Fresh cut is done. Let's get it, man. Feeling pretty good, man. Let's get it today. What up, YouTube? What up, Twitter? What up, TikTok? Splits. Okay. Let's go ahead and update these numbers real quick while everybody else gets in here, and then we'll do the we'll welcome everybody in. All right, man. Boston, Chicago. That game already started, so we're not going to focus on that. Focus on the games that have not started. So that would be, let's see, let's go to 125% there. I'm sharing my MLB model again, guys, on YouTube. If you guys want to join me on YouTube, feel free. White Sox and Pittsburgh is the first game on the board for the afternoon slate. Let's get it, guys. Let's update these numbers real quick, man. What do you think about the Blue Jays? We could talk about it. What up, Peter? What up, Cody? Hope you guys are having a great day so far. Peter, I could start off with your plays. Just give me a moment here. Let me update some numbers, and we could talk about it, man. Pittsburgh Pirates. Let's see. This line opened up minus 190. Minus 190 favorites. Crazy. It is down to minus 170 with 51% of the public on the White Sox. So, of course, they're playing the White Sox. But, yeah, the fact that they're minus 190 is pretty crazy. Philadelphia Phillies. This thing opened up minus 220. It is still minus 220. Big favorite there in Philadelphia. They're only drawing 53% of the public on Philadelphia side. San Diego Padres. This thing opened up minus 175. It is down to minus 145. Crazy. A lot of movement there. We've got to check if there's a pitching change or something there. Toronto Blue Jays, the game you just asked about. This thing opened up minus 145. It's still minus 145. So not a whole lot of movement, but so far it is the most public play of the day. Toronto Blue Jays in the first 4 games so far. Cleveland Guardians, this thing is pretty even. This thing opened up minus 145. It is down to minus 130 with 51% of the public on the Cleveland Guardians. Okay. The Mets have Sean Manaea on the mound today, and they opened up minus 175. They are down to minus 150. They're in Flushing. They are, let's see, where's the public at on that one? 55% of the public is on Cincinnati in that game. Next game is Kansas City versus Miami. This line opened up, Kansas City versus Miami, opened up minus 125. It's still minus 125. And it's doing that with 58% of the public. Guys, we're about to get started here. Just updating some numbers before everybody gets here. 58% of the public is on Miami. The Yankees opened up minus 120. Looks like that line has moved to a underdog. So now the Yankees are an underdog. I gotta double check that. But it looks like the Yankees are now underdogs. Max Fried, he was questionable. Chances are he's been rolled out. I got to check on that. 62% of the public is on the Yankees. On the Yankee side. Almost done here, guys. The Tampa Bay Rays opened up minus 125. It's still minus 125. And 50. This thing is split 50-50 right down the middle. The Detroit Tigers are on the road. They opened up minus 125. That one has moved down to minus 110. Okay, it's moved down with 66% of the public on the Tigers. Okay, so that line is moving in the wrong direction. Minnesota Twins, guys. Minnesota Twins, this thing opened up minus 165. It is down to minus 160 with 81% of the public on Minnesota. Also a line that's moving in the wrong direction. Arizona, this thing opened up minus 120. It is up to minus 130 with 50% of the public on Arizona. So another game that's split right down the middle. Last two games here, guys. The Houston Astros. Looks like they opened up as a road favorite. Now they are the road underdog. Road underdog. Where's the public at on that one? 62% of the public is on Seattle today. Last game here, the Dodgers against Milwaukee. This thing opened up minus 180. It's up to minus 190 with 53% of the public on the Dodgers. What up, guys? Hope you guys are having a great day today, man. Hit the follow button if it's not your first time here. Welcome in, man. Let's cook it up, man. I feel great. I feel good about the second half of MLB, man. I'm excited. I know it didn't feel like it wasn't. It really was only 2 days. In hindsight, it was only 2 days, but it felt like such a long time, man. Let me catch up on the chat here, guys. If you have not already hit the follow button, make sure you're following. Thank you for the gifts, Castro, man. Appreciate it, Eric. Cody, what's up, man? Hope you're having a great day so far. JJ, thanks for the double taps. Braves, okay, guys. We could talk about all these games. Nationals. Looks like you guys have already dropped a ton of games. Let's get right to it, man. Let's waste no time. If you have something for me and you're still here, let me know you're still here by double tapping the screen. Double tap right now. Let me know you're still here, and I'll scroll up and find your play. What up, guys? What up, man? Cody's been double tapping. JJ's been double tapping. Let me check on Cody and JJ. Let me see if they dropped anything. Cody, I'm not seeing anything for you, brother. Just thank you for the double taps. And then JJ. I'm looking, JJ. Twins moving in the wrong direction. That means don't take them. Yes, that usually means do not take them. I've been tracking these, man. I've been tracking these, and these reversals, these lines moving in the wrong direction, are definitely worth noting. Definitely worth noting. You don't want to be caught on the wrong side of those. Cody says, "Thank you, Myra, for the gifts. I appreciate it. You're so kind of you. Thank you, Myra." Cody says, "Tampa Bay game over at 9." Let's talk about it real quick. Tampa Bay, thank you. You scared me with the sounds. Tampa Bay, let's see. Tampa Bay versus Baltimore, okay? So right away, I need to look at pitching, right? I need to look at pitching, and I have Charlie Morton versus Todd Bradley. Todd Bradley at home, definitely very hittable. 19 runs in 24 innings. Pretty poor numbers at home. He doesn't get to play at home very often. The last 4 games have been on the road for him, so that's something. But he's up against Baltimore, who's actually got to him twice already. They popped him twice in June. They popped him for 11 runs in 6 innings. So Baltimore's a team that sees him pretty well. This is a small little ballpark here. Charlie Morton, he's doing okay overall, but on the road, he's definitely way more hittable. 10 runs in 19 innings for him. What would I say about this one? Who would I go over on this game? I mean, it's a small little ballpark, so I'm not playing the under, that's for sure. I'm not playing the under in Tampa Bay. I'm not playing it with Todd Bradley, that's for sure. These bullpens are hittable right now, or at least last time we saw them before the All-Star break. Definitely looked very hittable. I'm gonna say this would be over or pass. I'm not going the under on this. That's for sure. Let's go, guys. JJ, yep, that was your question too, man. By in the wrong direction, does that mean Twins are going? So no, guys. So that is what a lot of people hear about is reverse line movement. So I check. It's one of the factors that I use in my MLB model. Again, guys, I'm sharing my screen on YouTube. If you want to watch me on YouTube, I'm sharing my screen there, and you're going to see all the boxes I'm about to check. And that's just one of the several boxes I check when you have the line moving and the line is going in one direction, but the public is on the other one, on the other side. So I keep getting asked about that Minnesota game. So Minnesota versus Colorado. This thing opened up minus 165. It is down to minus 160. So it's moving down in favor of Colorado with 81% of the public on Minnesota. And that is the second most public play of the day. Pretty much the most public play of the day today is Minnesota versus Colorado. It has no business dropping 5 cents. Now, that's not a whole lot of movement, but it's something, okay? 5 cents is something to move from 165 down to 160. There's definitely something to it, guys. A lot of lays, a lot of plays are going to be tied to Minnesota. And based on what I'm seeing so far in the numbers, let me check if it's updated. Unless this line corrects itself, that looks pretty sketchy. Okay, guys. I've been tracking this. Again, go on YouTube if you want to see my screen. This is an angle I've been tracking lately, and over the last 2 months, maybe 3 months or so, I have this angle sitting at 97 and 59. That's 62%. 62% against the number. So that's something I've been tracking. I've been tracking it specifically with Minnesota. Let me see if Colorado. So Colorado, are they really a team to take advantage of that? Not really. They're 6-7 in this spot. Let me see if Minnesota, when they're against this spot, 1-0 when they're against it. So it's like, okay, maybe it doesn't really apply too much here. So don't think about it too much in this case because it is Colorado Rockies. But in general, this is an angle that you want to be aware of. A lot of people have been following it, especially on YouTube. They've been telling me, yo, that one's in reverse. And it really has been paying out. Again, 62%. Same username, yes. The Go Covers on YouTube. Link is in bio, too. Link is in bio. The Rockies over is up there, too. All right, guys. Cool, man. All right, cool. So, yeah, got sidetracked there a little bit, but let's go, man. Let's go. If you have something for me, double tap the screen on TikTok or just type up your questions on YouTube, man. I'm watching the YouTube chat. If you're not already in the Discord, consider getting this in the Discord. That's where I drop my freebies. Can I say free play? That's where I drop my free plays, man, in the Discord. So make sure you are in there. Consider joining. It's in the link in bio. And then from there, if you want to subscribe, there is a subscription. It's $20. $20, you get access to everything. Includes credit advice, investing advice. It's not just sports, but yes, you are free to do that whenever you're ready, man. Eric, thanks for the roses and for double tapping, man. Sorry about that. I was asked a question there. Royals versus Marlins. Would I take the scoreless first inning here? Miami versus Kansas City. Seth Lugo on one side, Sandy Alcantara on the other side. Man, right away, I don't love that because you got Sandy Alcantara. He's a guy I don't trust on the mound for Miami. He was starting to pitch better there like a month or two ago. He was starting to pitch better, but then he's turned back into a pumpkin. I do not trust him. Seth Lugo is a guy I trust. So maybe if you're doing a little bit of surgery, it could work because you got Seth Lugo up against a weaker Miami lineup. Kansas City, last time we saw them, they were pretty hot. And again, I don't love that you have the worst pitcher up against the better lineup in Kansas City. I also started adding in the last 7 days how often the scoreless first inning hits. Not really a scoreless first inning, but the offense. The offense in the first inning. Kansas City, last time we saw them over those last 7 days, Kansas City was 8th in the first inning. Miami 27th. So you got one team that's really good in the first inning, and they have the better offense, and they're against the worst pitcher. I don't love that one, man. Let's go, guys. Double tap the screen if you have something for me. Double tap if you have something for me. Would you rather's? Not touching the Rockies game. Yeah, man, I don't blame you. Kevin, what's good, man? Welcome, YouTube, guys. YouTube, it's a brand new channel. If you guys want to go there, you can watch my screen and follow along way better. And I also give you VIP access. I'll answer your questions right away, way faster. I took the Royals first 5, says Kevin. Let's take a look at it. Kansas City. So yeah, so Seth Lugo. Yeah, I already mentioned slightly better lineup. You got the much better pitcher. You definitely got a pitching edge there with Seth Lugo over Alcantara. I don't think you're in a bad place there if you are to Kansas City, and it does look like first 5 is the way to go because look at these numbers here for the bullpen last 14 days, last 7 days. Definitely looks like Miami has a very good bullpen, and Kansas City is definitely in the bottom 10-ish. So that's what you're seeing there on the screen share, Kevin. All right, guys, come on, man. Let's check some boxes, guys. And meanwhile, until we get some questions answered, guys. So this is again a special edition here. We're doing right after the All-Star break. So, we gotta take in mind that these guys have had some days off. So they probably they're coming in with different mindsets. But let's do the best we got. Okay. So let's do what we normally do. Let's talk about teams that just got clapped in their last game. What kind of teams are have some extra momentum? Okay. They had to sit with that extra sour taste in their mouth. Just over the long break here. Washington got their butts whooped 8-1 in their last game. Let me go ahead and bring these cells back. Let me go. There we go. Okay. So nobody has a rest advantage. Everybody has equal rest. So let me go hide those cells. So like I was just saying, against Washington got their butts whooped against Milwaukee in their last game. So I'm going to say Washington could be coming into this one with a little bit of extra momentum. Not a whole lot, but something. It is Washington at the end of the day. Miami, they whooped some butt in their last game. They won 11-1. I'm going to say they could be coming into this one a little bit excited about how they went into the break and maybe not as focused coming out of it. Baltimore was on the receiving end of that 11-1 loss to Kansas City, so I'm going to check that box to Miami, excuse me. And that will do it, guys, for the teams that got their butts whooped. Milwaukee, again, they won 8-1 in their last game, so maybe they come into this one a little bit not as focused. In fact, Milwaukee won 7 in a row. Okay, so that is it, guys, for who got clapped in their last game. Let's go into really quick into another segment. Who is in another league of their own, guys, and that's in these cells right here. I'm looking at BB versus BC, or BB through BC. I'm looking at just who is in a league of their own. I'm looking at Philadelphia. Philadelphia definitely looks like they're in a league of their own here. Let's see, what else? Who else? Cleveland. Cleveland compared to the Athletics looks like they're much better there. Cincinnati looks like they're a team that's moving in opposite directions here compared to the Mets. The Mets are probably on the decline a little bit. Moving on here, Tampa Bay. Tampa Bay seems to be the better team against Baltimore today. Texas Rangers, way better than Detroit Tigers. Went into the break on a terrible note. They were ranked 30th in the last 5 games. Yeah, they lost 4 in a row going into the break. So I'm going to check a box there for Texas. I'm going to check a box for Minnesota. And another one for Seattle. Seattle definitely looks like it's almost a Houston just went into the break. Not doing well at all. Now they do use the break. I do think they use the break to regroup and fix whatever didn't work. So we will take that with a little bit of grain of salt. And that'll do it, guys. That'll do it for who's ranked better than the other team. Let's talk about what are you guys talking about, man? Yankees got to bounce back. Yankees got to bounce back against. Against Atlanta. Looks like there's a pitching change there. We gotta update our numbers and see who we're talking about, man, before we go any further. Who are the Yankees pitching today? It was supposed to be Max Fried, but it looks like he was day to day. And because of the way the line has moved, I can already tell you there's a pitching change. Yes, there is a pitching change. There's a primary pitcher today, JT Brubaker, reinstated from the 60-day IL. So he's injured. He's coming back from injury and making his first. He's going to be the primary pitcher today. He's going to get the bulk of the innings. Let's see, man. Tommy Johns. Damn, this guy's just been broken like crazy. Who is going to be the opener, guys? Who's going to be the opener for the Yankees today? Do you guys have the opener? Bullpen day today. Brubaker is listed as the primary pitcher, but he looks like he only goes 1 or maybe 2 innings. So I don't really want to count this guy either. Who's the opener? Let me check the opener, guys, real quick on my phone here. My other phone. Do I have the listed opener? This is a case where I do want to. I usually use the primary. Here we go. Hamilton. Hamilton is going to be the opener for the Yankees today. So let's take a look at his numbers real quick. Ian Hamilton. Yeah, a bullpen game for sure. Looks like Ian is, yeah, he's only good for 1 inning, maybe 2, if that. And that's already just an ugly game because we have to at least have a primary pitcher of some sort. I'm going to put Ian Hamilton here, but probably a game that I'm just going to stay away from completely. Definitely a bullpen game. Let me write down his numbers just because I have it open already. They don't. He's given up 2 runs in his last 3 innings on the road. Looks like only 1 run in 4 innings. Yeah, you can't really make anything of that. But all right, we've updated. We know who's going now. The opening pitcher, yes, Ian Hamilton, but he's only going to be good for 1 inning. Braves have the better pitching matchup. First 5, no. Let's talk about it real quick. Atlanta versus Yankees. Do they have the edge here with Spencer Strider on the other side? I would say so. Yes, you definitely have a pitcher that's going to go way more innings here, and he's been doing okay. 12 runs in 30 innings. At home, he's been a little bit better. 11 runs in 30 innings. 12 over 30 in his last overall 5 games. The expected numbers are showing that Spencer Strider could even be due for a little bit of positive regression. I would say yes, the pitching edge does go to Atlanta today. I don't know if I would isolate to first 5 because that Yankees bullpen has been doo-doo. It's been trash over the last few weeks. I'm not going to keep repeating it, guys. Obviously, I'm talking about the data before the All-Star break. So if I say last 14 days, last 7 days, I'm talking about before the break. So yes, I would say the Atlanta Braves do have an edge there in the pitching department. How back are we today, bro? We are back. Let's go, man. I'm ready. I'm ready for this. Yankees win 10-U. Don't trust me. Oh my God. Come on, bro. Chill with that, bro. Come on, man. Let's get it, man. Let's get it today, guys. It's a good day. Let's make it count today. All right, man. Let's talk about who has the batting edge, guys. Listen up for who has the batting edge today. It is gonna be. I'm looking at every single game, and I'm talking about who has a clear batting edge today. Toronto has a batting edge over San Francisco. The Athletics have a batting edge over Cleveland. The Yankees do have a batting edge over Atlanta. Minnesota has a batting edge over the Colorado Rockies. Seattle almost has a batting edge over Houston, but I'm not going to call that. Milwaukee does have a guys. People are going to probably be buying into the Dodgers, but remember the Dodgers were really cold before the All-Star break. Milwaukee does have the batting edge there. That's it for who has overall the batting edge. Let's talk about who has the edge against the specific handedness of the pitcher today. So from the team's perspective, what team is better against lefties and righties today based on who they're playing? That would be, I'm looking here, Toronto. Toronto is going to have an extra check mark here because they are third best against righties. San Francisco is 19th against righties. Okay, the Athletics are number 7 against righties. Cleveland is 26 against righties, against lefties. Cleveland's up against a lefty today. So the Athletics are going to get an extra little box for that. I'm looking at Miami. Miami has the edge in that department as well. The Yankees have an edge in that department. They are 5th against righties. Atlanta is 17th against righties. Texas is 4th against righties. That's pretty good because Detroit is 24th against lefties. This is last 14 days before the break, guys. Minnesota number 2 against they are up against a lefty today in Kyle Freeland. Minnesota sees lefties very well, number 2 against lefties. And last but not least, Milwaukee is going to have an extra little checkbox here because they are number 11 against righties. Dodgers were 25th against lefties over the last 14 days before the break. Highest Kansas City value of the day. There's value in Kansas City. Seth Lugo on the mound against Sandy Alcantara. Yeah, man, I think you're onto something there. Guys, hit the follow button if it's your first time here. Do not miss out on these live streams. I'm going to push them up a little bit. I think we're going to start doing them at 3 p.m. Eastern time, 3 p.m. Eastern time every weekday, just so I can have enough time to do the rapid fire. You guys are enjoying rapid fire. That's where I give you my quick little opinion on every single game in under 2 minutes. Okay, so stay tuned for rapid fire. That's something you guys are really enjoying. So I'm gonna keep giving it to you guys, and I'm gonna give it to you guys with more time remaining. So we're not gonna be running around like a headless chicken, man. We're gonna give you guys enough time to lock in. Now that doesn't mean you're gonna have a ton of time either. So hit the follow button so you don't miss out those videos. Hit the follow button so you don't miss those videos, and you can watch the rapid fire, lock it in before it's too late. Let's go, Eric. Thank you for the gifts, man. Appreciate it. If there's any games you want to talk about, let me know. If you guys want to join the Discord too, link is in bio. That's where I drop all my free plays. And then if you want to get in the Discord and subscribe, you have the option to subscribe from there. It's $20, man. It's a good opportunity right now. We are ready for the second half of MLB season. Somebody said, "How back are we?" We are back. Okay, we are back. Okay, I'm telling you, one day can make a big difference of just resetting the way we did yesterday. We took the day off. We didn't enforce any NBA. We didn't enforce any NBA summer league or anything like that, man. We took the day to refresh, and we're back today. Let's go, Eric. I'm scrolling. I don't see anything for you, but if you have something, just let me know. Okay. Let's go. If you have something for me, double tap the screen, and I'll scroll up and find your play. JJ wants to talk about the Dodgers. I see you double tapping. Thank you. So let's talk about the Dodgers. Yes, that's a game that was already kind of interesting to me. You got Jose Quintana on one side. Again, guys, I did this. I was doing the pitcher stuff yesterday, so let me know if any of the pitchers have changed. It looks like it has. I see Quinn Priester. Okay, guys, I got to go update and make sure everything is good now. So Quinn Priester looks like he's the guy now. I had Jose Quintana yesterday. I shouldn't have done it early, but I was trying to get a head start. So Quinn Priester is the starting pitcher today against Tyler Glasnow. I do have that. Let me go through all the pitchers, make sure I got everybody, guys. Let's see. I have Jonathan Cannon versus Bailey Falter. Cease versus Soroka. Yes. Who the fuck is this? Who the hell is this for the Angels? I had Jose Soriano. They have Ryan Zephyrhan. Oh, my God. We got to make all these changes, guys. Pitching is everything. You got to have the right pitcher on here. Yeah, I was trying to get a head start yesterday. I was pretty bored. Again, guys, this is my hobby, man. I enjoy doing this, so it does not feel like a day of work. So yesterday, I had Jose Soriano listed. Now it is Ryan Zephyrhan. So give me a moment here. Let's go through the rest of it, guys. San Francisco has Verlander versus Bassett. Yes. Sears versus Ciccone. Sears versus Ciccone. Yes. We have Lodolo versus Manaya. Yes. Lugo versus Alcantara. Yes. Brubaker versus Strider. Yep. We talked about that one. Morton versus Bradley. TJ Bradley for the Rays. Okay. Detroit has Reese Olson versus Patrick Corbin. Yep. Chris Paddock is going for Minnesota versus Freeland. Yep. Andre Palante is going for St. Louis against Arizona's Brandon Pfaadt. Yep. That's another pitching change there. So pay attention, guys. A lot of these pitchers could be changing today. So that could have affected a lot of the line. So tread lightly today. Don't go crazy, man. We're gonna try not to just tread lightly, man. Don't go crazy with it today because we have a lot of pitching changes that have happened over the course of the 24 hours. I'm not even talking about the last 3-4 days. Houston has Brandon Walter versus Castillo, and then, like I said, Priester versus Glasnow. Okay, so the people that did change were the Angels pitcher, Arizona pitcher, and Milwaukee. So let me update those numbers real quick. Let me answer some questions, and then we're gonna update those numbers. Eric says, "What do you think about the Rays today?" Let's take a look at Tampa Bay versus Baltimore. You got Taj Bradley, and that's enough for me to say no thank you, man. I do not trust Taj Bradley, especially not at home. He's given up 19 runs in 24 innings. That's a 7.1 ERA. His last 2 games at home, even worse. 13 runs over 15 innings. And to make things worse, he already has played Baltimore twice this year, and he got popped in both of those games. He got popped for 11 runs in 6 innings. Terrible numbers against Baltimore this year. And I think that's kind of an advantage for the hitters again in the third game. They've already seen the pitches. They're familiar with it. They know how to hit it. I think that's a disadvantage for Todd Bradley here in Game 3 against Baltimore. That's enough for me to say no thank you. They lost 4 in a row. Both of these bats are cold. Both of these bullpens are cold. I at least need a pitching edge or an edge of some sort. I'm going to say no thank you on that one, man. Let's go, guys. If you have something for me, double tap the screen. That'll let me know you're still here. Love says, what do you think about the Braves today? So the Braves did make that pitching change, or the Yankees made that pitching change. It was expected to be Max Fried. Now it's going to be Ian Hamilton is going to be the opener. He's only going to go for 1 inning. So what I would say about this pitching matchup is that Ian Hamilton is going to be the opener. He's only going to go 1 or 2 innings. But then the Yankees are going to have to resort to a really, really bad bullpen. So they're gonna have to stretch out this bullpen, a bullpen that was ranked 30th in the last 14 days, 25th in WHIP over the last 14 days. So a pretty bad bullpen is going to have to be stretched there. I'm going to say Atlanta definitely has the pitching edge because they don't have the crappy bullpen like the Yankees have to play today. So would I take Atlanta though in this case? They do have the pitching edge. The batting edge does go to the Yankees, and that's kind of enough for me to say no thank you, especially if you have to pay minus 140 with Atlanta. That's a price that's just not worth. That's not going to be positive EV over the long term. And it's a pretty easy stay away for me when you have the batting edge on one side and the pitching edge on the other side. No thank you on Atlanta. Let's go, guys. Double tap the screen if you have something for me, and then we're going to update these numbers. Hit the follow button if it's your first time here. We got to get it today, man. Chris, I see you double tapping. He says, "What do you think about the Twins today?" So we mentioned this one a little bit earlier. It does look a little sketchy, man. And I wouldn't be surprised to see Chris Paddock get lit up here. Now that I'm looking at the numbers that I broke down for him, he sucks. 19 runs in 24 innings for Chris Paddock. He's been consistently bad over the course of his last 5 starts. And then if you look at his road numbers, even worse. 18 runs over 26 innings. His last 3 games, he's given up. Let's see here. I got this window way too big right here. He's given up 15 runs in 13 innings, so that's pretty bad. That's a 10.3 ERA, and now he has to play Colorado after the extended rest and stuff. I'm not a fan of that, and I could see Minnesota being on upset alert today. Let me see how this line moves, though, to make that call. And again, pay attention to rapid fire because that's where I tell you when those big dogs are alive and well. Okay, I've been telling you guys Rockies plus 205. I've been telling you guys when the White Sox are alive, the Guardians, and these crappy teams that nobody wants to back. I'm okay with saying on rapid fire, yeah, this team is alive. This team is barking today. So pay attention to rapid fire. It is dropping. I should have it dropped around 5:30 today, 5:30 Eastern time. Let's go, guys. If you guys want to head to YouTube, that's where I'm sharing my screen. You guys can watch along. I'm going to also be highlighting some plays so you can kind of see what I like more. Double, I've seen you a few times. He says, what do you think about Judge to Homer against Strider? Judge to Homer against Strider. Strider's been pitching pretty okay, man. And he's not the pitcher that I really want to target today. There's definitely way worse pitchers on the board today that I would want to target. I'm not saying it's a bad play. But in Atlanta, that's a small ball. That's a ballpark that favors unders, that favors less scoring. And against Strider, he's not he's not even close to one of the worst pitchers on the board. There is hella bad pitching on the board today. Try to target Minnesota's Chris Paddock. Try to target Dylan Cease for the Padres. Soroka for the Washington Nationals. These pitchers are way worse. Brandon Walter for Houston. I would look for home run and props against those guys. Just my personal opinion. Hit the follow button, guys, if it's your first time here. Do not miss out on these live streams. If you guys want to join the Discord, that's where I drop all my free plays. All my free plays are going to be dropped there. Occasionally, I'll drop some free plays here on TikTok, but I'm going to make sure it's good. If you guys see a free play on TikTok, it's something that I really, 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 really like. But if you want my daily free play, it's going to be in the Discord going forward. Do not expect to see a daily free play from me on TikTok, okay? It'll be in the Discord, and then from there, you can test the waters, and if you want to subscribe, it's $20, man. $20, you get access to everything. More than just sports, we do investing and credit advice as well. I've been getting asked a lot about how to the course on building the MLB model. I am going to get to it. I am trying to actually take it really seriously and do a a whole curriculum, bro. So bear with me a little bit. I'm gonna put up a signed up sheet on that so you guys can access that. Let's go, guys. If you have something for me, double tap the screen. Let's keep it going. We're gonna go maybe another 15 minutes today, guys. What did you have for Colin Rea? I didn't have anything on that game. I am good. That was an easy stay away from me. Let's go, guys. Double tap the screen if you have something for me. What's my YouTube? It's the exact same name, The GOAT Covers. The exact same name, The GOAT Covers, or consider the link in bio. There's a link in bio that takes you straight to my YouTube. What else do you guys want to talk about today, man? I'm not a big prop guy, but I did kind of at least just guide you in the right direction, the way I would consider going. My best play today will be I will drop a free play in the Discord. All my free plays are in the Discord, and then occasionally I'm going to drop a free play on TikTok. I'm going to give you guys something I do really like. It's going to be like more of a game of the week, maybe 2 games of the week, something like that. So when you do see a TikTok video for me with the free play, pay attention. I really like it. Chris says, Giants and Blues over! Exclamation mark, exclamation mark. Man, bro, a lot of excitement there. Let's talk about the Giants. I love it. I love it. Let's talk about the Giants. Hold up, bro. Hold up, bro. You came at me with all the excitement with the Giants over, bro. They don't hit. They don't hit. But let's talk about it. Let's give it a fair shot today. Giants versus Blue Jays. This thing opened up 8.5 juice to the over. It is now 8.5 flat, so I already don't really love it. But you do have Verlander. Yeah, Justin Verlander is getting hit a good amount. 15 runs over 24 innings. Chris Bassett, he's been doing okay. But yeah, my biggest problem with that under is that I don't know how much support you get from San Francisco, brother. For an under or an over to work, I need 2 to tango. Okay, and I don't know if the Giants can tango. Do pay attention to the weather, guys. Do pay attention to Toronto. When that roof is open in Toronto, it's Coors Field, man. That thing is Coors Field. That ball just flies. It travels. Hit the follow button if it's your first time here. And if you guys are excited about Giants overs, man, it just means baseball is back, guys. And don't look now. Don't look now. There's an NFL preseason game. The very first NFL preseason game, the Hall of Fame game, is in less than 2 weeks. It's in July this year. It's not even in August. It's usually in August. It's in July this year, guys. So the vibes are great, man. The vibes are immaculate. If you guys want to stack up your bankroll before football season, this is the time to do it. This is when we focus. This is when we lock in, because we want to have that bankroll ready for college football season. It starts in week 0, which is like mid-August, August like 20th. So the link for the bio should work, brother. If not, I can get that for you. Give me a moment, man. The link to the bio should work for the Discord. So yes, if you guys confirm that the roof is open, yes, overs in Toronto when the roof is open is a different animal, different story for sure. Boston Monday night, they're coming back live. Good luck, man. I'm not even watching it. I don't have anything on it. I don't have a dog in that fight. Let's get it, man. We got to check some more boxes, and then we're gonna head out of here. Let's talk about. Okay, we gotta know who really is in reverse today. Before we do that, let's talk about who has the pitching edge, guys. Listen up for who has the pitching edge today. Before we get there, we have to update the numbers. So now that Brandon Pfaadt is pitching for Arizona, let's update his numbers real quick. Brandon Pfaadt, this guy. So Brandon Pfaadt is going for Arizona today. There was a pitching change there at some point. He's given up, listen up for how many runs he's given up in his last 5 games. I take out any outliers. Listen to how much this guy zigzags. 2, 4, 2, 4, 2. So this guy looks like he's due for a 4 today because he's been pitching 2, 4, 2, 4, 2. No, I'm just kidding. Don't base your play on that alone. So that's 14 runs given up in 29 innings. At home, he's given up. He has an 8 in this. Okay, so he did give up 8 runs in that one game against the Nationals. So we will. Guys, my eyes are hurting right now. Let's 5, 0, 6. Okay. So listen up here for his home starts. So he's given up 16 runs in 22 innings. He does get hit a little bit more at home. Brandon Pfaadt's been better on the road, but he definitely does get hit here at home. And yeah, like I said, this guy is zigzagging between 2 and 4, so maybe he's due for a 4 today. Arizona. So he's up against St. Louis. Let me see if he's played St. Louis this year. Yes, he did play St. Louis in May, where he gave up 3 runs in 5 innings. Not terrible for his standards. Let's see if he played St. Louis last year. Yes, he gave up 8 runs in 11 innings last year. Let's see here. So that'll be a total of 11 in 16 innings. At home, 6 and 6. So terrible numbers historically in 3 games against St. Louis between this year and last year. So that's something we're going to keep in mind. Keep it in your back pocket. Next pitcher that we have to break down is Quinn Priester. Quinn Priester is going for Milwaukee. He's given up 10 runs in 26 innings. Pretty good. On the road, 4, 3, 1, 2, 1. So he's given up on the road 11 runs in 24 innings. Not bad at all. Quinn Priester is actually pitching pretty well. Let me see if he's played the Dodgers this year. No, he hasn't. Let me see if he played them last year. No, he didn't. Okay. Moving on to our last guy real quick. So it's a bullpen game for the Angels. That's what they decided to go with today. And I have a guy that is, not really reliable because he got popped in one game for 5 runs. And that's going to skew his numbers a bit. On the road, not a guy I really trust either. Yeah, the Angel situation, guys, is really bad. It's, again, guys, that's the same scenario with the Yankees. They have a bullpen game going, and he has not played Philadelphia. Okay, guys, we have all the updated pitching. Now, let's go right to who has the pitching edge, guys. So who has the pitching edge today in every single game? So listen up. Pitching is everything in MLB. Listen up. Jesus Luzardo does have the pitching edge for the Philadelphia over the Angels today. So keep that in mind. Chris Bassett has a pitching edge versus San Francisco today. Let's see. Seth Lugo does have a pitching edge for Kansas City. Atlanta, we already talked about. Spencer Strider, I trust him over the bad Yankees bullpen. Charlie Morton does give the Baltimore Orioles a pitching edge today. Detroit, they have a pitching edge with Reese Olson over Patrick Corbin on the other side. Looking at Andre Palante for the St. Louis Cardinals, they have an edge there. Luis Castillo for the Seattle Mariners, they have a very clear edge there in the pitching department. And then in terms of Milwaukee versus Dodgers, this is a close one. Tyler Glasnow hasn't been pitching so bad. This is his second start from injury. In rehab, he got pumped 8 runs in 8 innings. Tyler Glasnow, I don't know. Should I give the edge here to either team? I'm gonna give an edge to neither because Quinn Priester on the road, he does get hit 11 runs in 24 innings. In his last 2 games, he got hit even harder, 7 runs in 7 innings. So no thank you there on the pitching edge. All right, man, let me see what you guys been saying. If you have something for me, double tap the screen, and I'll get to whatever your plays are. Let's keep this thing going, man. We are 20% left on the coffee. We're going to keep this thing going. If you have something for me, double tap the screen. Let's go. Mo says, what do you think about Texas today? Detroit is on the road at Texas. This line is moving in favor of Texas, and it looks like it's in reverse. In terms of the batting edge, looks like both of these bats are coming into this one pretty hot. Definitely before the break, of course. Detroit, though, does have the pitching edge. Definitely a pitching edge with Detroit. Reese Olson better than Patrick Corbin in his current form. Let's talk about why this looks sketchy, though. This does look sketchy because Detroit, going into the break, was on a 4-game losing streak. Texas was playing pretty well. Pretty tough one here, man. This one looks like somehow, some way, Texas is going to stay in this game. Okay, it could be in the later innings because Texas bullpen is decent. It's okay. It's average. Detroit is one of the worst bullpen. It's probably the worst bullpen in all of MLB currently. Detroit, one of the worst bullpens there. So you could get some Texas late innings there, and Texas is going to find a way to stay in this game is what I'm seeing. Texas bats, they did definitely heat up in the last month for sure. I hope that helps you at least a bit, man. Double tap it, guys, if you have something for me. If you guys want to watch my screen on YouTube, head to the link in bio. The link in bio has my YouTube page, or you just search the same name, The Go Covers. Hit the follow button if you're not already following. We do live streams We're going to push them up to 3 p.m. Eastern time, so you guys have enough time to lock in rapid fire or whatever, or the free plays, which are in the Discord. If you guys want to head to the Discord, link is in bio. Mo, you're welcome, brother. I appreciate when people are people show kindness, man. Kindness goes a long way. Hit the follow button, guys, if it's your first time here. Let's keep this thing going. Isaiah says, what do you think about the Athletics today? Athletics. So Athletics are on the road at Cleveland. This line is moving in favor of the Athletics. I got the better bats with the Athletics. These bullpens are actually both really good. I'm surprised to see the Athletics bullpen is actually pretty good. In terms of pitching, this thing is pretty even. Sears versus Ciccone. Both of these guys pretty good. I'm going to say good, not pretty good. But definitely just slightly above average. The Athletics are an underdog here. No surprise. I would say there's value here on the Athletics. Man. Hit the follow button, guys, if it's your first time here. Do not forget these live streams. 3 p.m. Eastern time, man. We're going to be cooking every single day. I'm out here giving you guys information against lefties, against righties, bullpen. Man, coming off of a loss, in reverse, facing a sweep. Bro, I'm out here just spitting information, man. Hope you guys appreciate it. Hit the follow button so you don't miss out these live streams. Take the Athletics, says Slender. He said, don't think about it. Take the Athletics. That's an interesting game. That is an interesting game, man. Another one that I think is interesting here is, I think Milwaukee. Hold up. Before we do Milwaukee, I want to know about San Francisco versus Toronto. I'm putting up a poll right now. Let's go. We're gonna go red. Red for the Giants. Blue for Toronto. What side are you on today? Red for the Giants. Blue for the Blue Jays. What side are you on today, guys? Are you on the Blue Jays? Blue for the Blue Jays. Red for the Giants. What side are you on today? Let me talk about this game a little bit more. I think we talked about it a little bit already. A lot of people on the Blue Jays. Anybody want to take the Giants today? Red for the Giants, blue for the Blue Jays. What side are you on today? Let's talk about it. San Francisco versus Toronto. Justin Verlander versus Chris Bassett. You do have the better bats with Toronto, that's for sure. Much better bats with Toronto. Again, San Francisco is one of those teams that just forgets how to hit for long stretches of time. And Toronto has double the batting edge because they are number 3 against righties. San Francisco is number 19 against righties. So they have like a handedness advantage as well. In terms of pitching, yeah, man, clear edge with Chris Bassett. Chris Bassett is definitely going to give me a clear pitching edge there. In fact, his numbers might not look so fantastic to you. That's because he has an outlier in his games. If you take out the 8 and 2 runs in Boston, the rest of his starts are very good. 8 runs in 24 innings. If you guys are on Blue Jays, I'm not talking you off of it. Hit the follow button, guys, if it's your first time here. Do not forget these live streams. I'm out here cooking every single day, man. Just giving you guys good information. Was that a cool little rapid fire there, man? 30 seconds. I told you why Toronto is the side I would be on, and I'm not going to talk you off of it. I would say the line hasn't moved, and it is the most public play of the day. 82% of the public is on Toronto today, so there's something. But you know, if the line does correct itself a little bit, if it does move, I could see me being interested in Toronto. Let's go, guys. Hit the follow button if it's your first time here. My man Slender says the Dodgers and the Brewers game is interesting. I think it's interesting too. Let's put it up. Let's put up a poll for it real quick, guys. Let's go red. Red for the Brewers, blue for the Dodgers. Are you on the Dodgers today? Blue for the Dodgers, red for the Brewers. What side are you on? It's Quinn Priester versus Tyler Glasnow. What side are you on today? Red for the Brewers, blue for the Dodgers. Let's talk about this game. I'm out of coffee, so definitely we gotta cook, man. We gotta cook. Let's get it today, man. Let's talk about Milwaukee versus the Dodgers. This thing is so you got the Dodgers as a big favorite here. They have moved from -180 up to -190. But guys, the Dodgers bats are cold. At least they were before the break, and I don't think they're just gonna flip the switch just like that. These bats are super cold. Meanwhile, Milwaukee's bats are hot. Okay, and they also have a bullpen edge in the pitching department, so they're gonna have an edge in the late innings too. In terms of pitching, I couldn't really give an edge to either side. Glasnow has been okay, but he's coming off an injury. This is his second start after injury. He only rehabbed 2 games, and he got popped for 8 runs in 8 innings. He just played against Milwaukee on July 9th. He just played against Milwaukee. I don't love that as an edge. I think that's an edge for Milwaukee, actually, because they've already seen Tyler Glasnow lately. and that could be a disadvantage there for Glasnow. So I would say there's value here on the Brewers. Priests are inconsistent. Yeah, I could say I could agree with inconsistent. I think that's a decent way to put it. On the road, 11 runs in 24 innings. He is better at home. But like I said, the Dodgers, their current state concerns me, especially at minus 190. There's no way I could play minus 190 with the Dodgers right now. Priester looks okay. Yeah, he's okay. Let's go, guys. Hit the follow button if it's your first time here. If you guys want to get in the Discord, consider joining the Discord. That's where I drop all my free plays. All my free plays drop in the Discord. Okay, and then if you guys see a free play on TikTok, it's a special free play. Okay, it's not going to be every single free play. I'm out here just thank you guys for the gifts. I don't know what to do with them, but thank you, man. Let's go, guys. YouTube. Somebody check in with me. Let me know if you're still there. Let me know if you guys got any games you guys want to discuss. In the meantime, let's check some more boxes real quick, man. Let's update. So, okay, I got to get off of here soon. Let's update these numbers real quick, guys. Let's update where the lines have moved in the last couple hours since we've been talking. Let's see. Pittsburgh was minus 170. It is down to minus 162. I'm going to let you know what all of this means. The Philadelphia Phillies are down to minus 206. The San Diego Padres are staying put at minus 147. Toronto Blue Jays, they have moved down a little bit to minus 142. Cleveland has stayed put at minus 130. The Mets have stayed put at minus 154, kind of staying the same. Kansas City has moved down to minus 115. The Braves have stayed the same pretty much. Tampa Bay Rays are minus 125. The Detroit Tigers, they open up as a road favorite. Now they are the road underdog. Texas is the favorite in that game. Upset alert. Yes, I would say Detroit does look sketchy today. Let's talk about it some more. Minnesota versus Colorado. This line did correct itself with Minnesota, so that's good to see if you guys were on the Minnesota side. St. Louis, the St. Louis versus Arizona. This thing opened up minus 120. It is up to 130. It has not moved. Seattle still is minus 135, and the Dodgers are still minus 190. Let's go, man. Let's go. If you guys have something for me, this is a good time. Let's keep it going. So let's talk about what those line movements probably indicate. What are they indicative of? So the White Sox versus Pittsburgh. This line is moving in favor of the White Sox. So I'm going to just check the box there for the White Sox. This line is moving in favor of the Angels today. This line is moving in favor of the Washington Nationals, and it's in reverse. So keep that in mind, guys. We haven't talked about that game, but I do want to mention one thing about Dylan Cease. Dylan Cease is up against the Nationals, and you might think that's not really important, right? They don't really play each other that often. No, they don't. But the last time that Dylan Cease played the Washington Nationals, not the last time, but last year, he threw a complete game. He threw a no-no against Washington on July 25th. I believe this was last year. Let me see. So he's pitching really good against the Washington Nationals. It looks like he's played one more game since. So maybe I don't know how much emphasis on that I put on that. But what do you guys think when a team has to play the same team that they had a career game against? He threw a no-no against the Nationals. Let me look up here. So this is in 2020. No, this was the last game, guys. So the last game that Dylan Cease played against the Nationals, he gave up 0 hits, 0 runs in 9 innings. He went a complete game. What do y'all think? I wish there was more data. Again, they don't play often, but you remember that game. In fact, that was in Washington. So he's coming back to Washington right here in D.C., where he pitched a no-no. Complete game no-no. You know how hard that is to do? You only see that probably once a year, if that. When is the recap? It is posted on as a video later. It's going to be posted as a video. It's called Rapid Fire. So pay attention to Rapid Fire. It's pretty good. So guys, yes, Dylan Cease is up against the Nationals in his first game against the Nationals after the no complete game. Man, that's crazy that he did that. I would say maybe he comes into this one a little distracted, and maybe the Nationals could catch him sleeping a little bit there. Washington, San Francisco versus Toronto. This line is barely moving, but it's starting to creep a little bit in San Francisco's favor. That's a little interesting there. Moving on here to the Athletics. This line is moving in favor of the Athletics. This line is moving in favor of Cincinnati. This line is moving in favor of Miami. So be careful there, guys, that are looking for Kansas City. This line has moved in favor of Atlanta. Again, there was a whole pitching change there, so keep that in mind. This line is moving in favor of Texas, and it's in reverse. That one's in a pretty clear reversal there. So again, guys, I mentioned how I feel about that game. This line is moving in favor of Minnesota now. Minnesota did correct itself there. This line is moving in favor of Minnesota was the last game. This is Arizona. This line is moving in favor of Seattle, and this line is moving in favor of the Dodgers today. His command this season has been pretty inconsistent. Dylan Cease, yes. He has not had it this year. 20 runs in 27 innings in his last 5 games. On the road, he's getting hit 19 runs. So he's already not having a good season so far lately, and he's up against the team in the place where he made history. I don't know. Let's go, guys. Double tap the screen. Double tap the screen if this is if you guys want to talk about any game specifically. Today is a great day. As a fan, I'm really looking forward to it. Yeah, man. Miami, let's get it, man. Complete game. No is maybe once a year. Exactly. It doesn't happen often. In fact, I don't even think it happens once a year. So Dylan Cease is up against a team where he made history. He's going to remember that day for the rest of his life. So now he's playing in Washington for the first time since that game. I don't know. I don't think he comes into this one pretty focused. Was James Wood playing in that game? Probably not. Let's pull up the so yeah, man, he threw 114 pitches. July 25th, almost a year ago now. Yeah, exactly, almost a year ago now. I do still have the game open, so let me check it real quick. Washington players that got no hit in that game. James Wood was in the game. Yes, James Wood was in the game. C.J. Abrams was there. C.J. Abrams was there. So if anything, yeah, even the Washington players are going to remember that. Right? It looks like a lot of the same roster. Even they remember that. This pitcher came into our house and embarrassed us last year. Let's go, guys. Double tap the screen if you have something for me. Double tap if you have something for me, and I'll scroll up and find your play. Hit the follow button if it's your first time here. If you guys are looking for the recap, it's going to be posted as the rapid fire today. I'm going to get off of here early so I can give you guys extra time to lock that in, okay? Pay attention to rapid fire. It's been really, really good. Really good. And then if you want to get my top plays, the plays I'm most confident in. Also, guys, we have WNBA All-Star today, okay? And you might not think it's a big deal. It is, because last year we hit both the skills contest and the three-point contest. We hit both of those, plus 350 and plus 1,000 on both of those last year. We're coming back for more today. We're trying to go back-to-back on 2 different contests. So plus 350 last year, and plus 1,000. We're trying to go back-to-back on both of those today. We already have it locked in. I'm not a big WNBA guy, but I have an expert in the Discord. Shout out Lala. Shout out Lala. He was serving us lamb chops all last year. We're gonna get WNBA going here as we're stacking up the bankroll before college football season and NFL. So if you guys want to join for that, for those WNBA All-Star plays, 3-point contests, it's going to be another long shot, and the skills contest, another long shot as well. Consider joining the Discord now. Link is in bio. Double tap the screen if you have something for me. Eric, I see you double tapping. He says, what do you think about the Dodgers over 7.5 runs? So you're talking about the full game, right? Let me pull up the numbers here. We do got to talk about some over-unders, guys. So I see this thing at 8.5, brother. So I don't know if you're talking about team totals. NFL is personally my best profession. Yeah, man. NFL is nothing like it. My NFL season was good. It was season long was 58-ish%. Anytime you hit over 55%, it's a really good season, okay? College football, though, was another level. College football was 68% on the entire season. 15 out of 18 weeks in the green. Hit the follow button so you don't miss this page come college football season. 8.5, Eric says, what I think about the over in that game, Glasnow versus Priester. Priester definitely looks hittable. Glasnow, not so much, but he is coming off an injury, so I'm not downplaying it. I think Milwaukee has a really good lineup today. Their bats were definitely hot. The Dodgers were not, so I kind of got to see them bounce back here today, man. I don't know if I completely love it, but I'm not going to talk you off of it because Dodger Stadium, if you guys follow my streams by now, you know the Dodger Stadium is #1 for overs, okay? The ball just carries in LA. The wind is always going out to outfield. Overs in Dodger Stadium is 30 and 18. 30 and 18 to the over, 63%. Speaking about the weather, guys, nobody asked for the weather report, but let me give it to you. Let me give it to you guys. If you have not subscribed to Ballpark Pal, you don't have to. It's normally $10 a month. Ballpark Pal is $10 a month. If you guys join the stream, you guys can get this information for free. Just listen up here for the games that where the weather is going to impact and it's going to help the over today. Several games today in Minnesota versus Colorado. Looks like you are seeing plus 23% runs in Colorado, plus 16% home runs in Colorado. Here in Washington, D.C., you are going to see plus 12% runs, plus 11% home runs. In Philadelphia, plus 20% home runs in Philadelphia. In Tampa Bay versus Baltimore, you are going to see plus 18% home runs. And that stadium I just talked about, Dodger Stadium, does have plus 13% home runs, according to Ballpark Pal. They're expected today in Dodger Stadium. That was all the overs. There actually is some unders today. Really only a couple. So Cubs, you guys are already seeing a low-scoring game, I believe. In the Cubs game, that's because they had minus 21% home runs today and minus 11% runs expected there in Chicago Cubs game. Cincinnati versus the Mets. Cincinnati versus the Mets. That's another game where the under is going to be helped by the weather. Minus 11% runs in the New York Mets Stadium, Citi Field. Miami, minus 11% home runs, but that's a dome. I'm not going to really consider that. Texas looks like that's a dome. Arizona looks like that's a dome. Toronto, yes, that roof is open today, so that ball does carry in Toronto. Keep that in mind. Hit the follow button, guys, if it's your first time here. Do not forget this page come college football season, and we waste no time. Week 0 is in August. Okay, week 0 is in August. Waste no time. My college football was another level, 68%. Do not forget this page come college football season. My man James is going to remind you every single time, college football was another level. So as a way to bookmark the page so you don't lose it, just hit the follow button. All right, so that was the weather report, guys. That was the weather report. I always need help with college, brother. There's a lot to learn. College is crazy, bro. The amount of I've been doing a lot of off-season studying. The amount of studying that goes into college football is crazy, and I'm gonna be even better at it this year, man. I don't feel like I was as well versed last year. I'm gonna be better versed at the players, the coaches, all the scenarios, all the conferences. Bro, I was hitting Maction last year on Tuesdays and Wednesdays. My Maction was like, we hit like 10 or 11 in a row on a Tuesday, Wednesday nights. I'm gonna study up on all those players and get really more familiar with it. So we're only gonna get better. Hit the follow button so you don't forget the page, so you don't lose it. Pistol, I've seen you a few times. He said, what do you think about the Jays? So this game does make sense, okay? And I'm still not going to talk you off of Toronto, but it is a little sketchy. Like, why do I have the pitching edge? Why do I have the batting edge? Why is it the most public play of the day? And this line is really dipping a little bit. It opened up minus 145. It is down to minus 142. If the line corrects itself, I would be interested in Toronto, but it would be Toronto or pass. Let me put it that way. YouTube, let me know if you guys are still there. Let's talk about where in the world will I consider an under today. Okay, guys, you guys know I made a reputation. I got famous on TikTok by being the Undertaker, right? The whole Undertaker. I hit how many in a row? It was like the first 13 in a row hit. And then on the season, 46 and 19 on MLB totals. So me as the Undertaker, let me see. Do I want to take unders? I always want to take unders, but is today a good day for them? Probably not. In fact, today looks way more like an over day. So that already tells you in general how I feel about the day. The day definitely looks more like an over day. So be careful there if you're taking unders, because I don't think I would consider any on the day. Pitching looks so bad across the board. Between the Athletics and Cleveland, it doesn't look so bad. Might be stretching it a little bit, but Cleveland is a ballpark there that could see unders. Okay, I'll track this one because this thing opened up 8.5. This thing opened up 8.5 between the Athletics and Cleveland. juice to the over, and it's down to -8. So it is moving in the right direction with 77% of the public on the Athletics. So that one looks decent. Again, I don't want to stretch it too much. That one probably is the best pitching on the board. That's not really saying a whole lot because everything else looks so bad. But let's talk about where it looks the worst. Where would I consider an over today? Okay, so I'm looking for bad pitching and good bats. Okay, so White Sox versus Pittsburgh looks like it looks like I got bad pitching there, but I also have bad bats. I have bad pitching in Angels versus Philly, but do I have good bats? I do got decent bats. Let me check at the Angels. No, this line opened 9 and is down to 8.5. I don't love that. Okay, another game where I have bad pitching is Padres versus Nationals. Would I consider an over here in Washington Nationals Park here? Not really, according to the numbers. Where else, guys? Tampa Bay versus Baltimore. Somebody asked me about this one earlier. Tampa Bay versus Baltimore. This one looks decent. I'm gonna write this one down. Tampa Bay versus Baltimore. Actually, am I gonna do it? I'm not, because everybody has the misconception that Tampa Bay is a small ballpark, and it is. It's a minor league park, but it doesn't help the under. In fact, these numbers are usually inflated. In Tampa Bay, overs are 21 and 29 this year, 42%. So more often than not, this thing is going under because everybody's overreacting to the small ballpark. So let me take ballpark into consideration real quick, guys. So between the Angels and Philadelphia, I said because of the numbers, no thank you. But between the Padres and the Nationals, maybe that is one I consider, because in Nationals Park, this is a hitter's park here in the nation's capital. So I'm gonna track this one and see where it's headed. 78% of the public is on the over in the Nationals game. Moving on here, guys. Who has the worst pitching? Worst pitching on the board today. So Baltimore, Tampa, but I did mention that. Minnesota versus Colorado. Can we see an over there in Coors Field? Yeah, it looks okay. It looks good. I think both of these guys could get hit. This thing opened up 10.5. It is up to 11. So could we see an over there in Colorado? I would not be surprised if this game goes over. Okay, and that is it for the worst pitching. Okay, so I'm now tracking the best probably the best chances at an under and the best chances at an over. Okay, let me catch up on what you guys are saying. I feel like it feels like their organizational commitment to bats are a full pitching slate. Yes, they are good at hitting for sure. Swear that Miami ain't dome because it's a hurricane. Swear Miami ain't dome because it's a hurricane. It is a dome, brother. They don't play in a hurricane, that's for sure. Guys, double tap the screen if you have something for me. Double tap the screen. Let's go. If you're still here, I don't want to waste time with somebody that's already left. So just let me know you're still here by just double tap. Just literally hit it once if you want to. And I'll scroll up and find your play. YouTube, let me know if you guys are still there. Where do you find the public percentages on the picks? I've looked high and wide for the most accurate public splits. This is a source that I use straight from a source, straight from the sports book. And it's a source that I trust. It's literally, I've used Action, I've used Pickett, I've used several sources, and there's VSIN, bro. I've used them all. This is the most accurate one. And again, guys, if you guys watch these live streams, you can get the numbers here that I trust. Cody, I see you double tapping. James, what's up, James? How you doing, brother? I was worried about you. Don't worry. I already told them about college football season, brother. They know they got to follow this page come college football season. Do not wait for it. Matt, you're welcome, brother. Fern says, what do you think about Slate Ciccone? 2.5 unders, earned run. So let me think about this, guys. What are you doing here? You are under 2.5, so you are backing Ciccone, right? So you're saying he's not going to give up over 2.5 earned runs against the Athletics? I don't know, brother. I think there's value on the Athletics because they have the better bats. And Ciccone is not like a lockdown guy. In fact, he gets hit at home a little bit more. 11 runs in 19 innings. I don't know if I love that. The Athletics, they don't do a lot of things well, but one thing they do well is hit the ball. Didn't know you see more on YouTube. Yes, bro. Head to YouTube, guys. I'm literally sharing my screen. You guys can literally see everything on YouTube. I am. You can follow along way better there on YouTube. All right, guys. So we've been talking a lot. Let's wrap it up here, guys. Let's wrap it up here, guys. If you have last minute questions, this is last call. This looks wild, bro. I built this from scratch, Miami. I built this from scratch. If you're on YouTube for the first time, hit subscribe so you don't miss the live streams. You'll get an alert as soon as I go live. Yes, bro. This is not even all of it, bro. If you scroll left or right here, guys, I went and got myself like purposely a freaking trackpad because the normal mouse does not do me justice for the amount of data that I import, the amount of data that I automate, guys. This model is like 98% automated, okay? And I want it to leave that 2% because there's some things like the line movement and there's certain things I want to do manually. If you guys are interested in building a model like this, it works for MLB, college football, NFL. It works for everything. NBA, my NBA model is really nice. I've learned over the years how to build these things, and it's not easy, but I can teach you how to do it. I'm gonna go into a whole professor mode, man. They're gonna call me Professor Teal. I'm gonna put up a sign-up sheet if you guys are interested in building a model like this. I wish somebody would have taught me when I was learning, because I literally had to go on people's YouTube video and try to figure out how to do it, bro. It's a pain in the butt. I would have paid for somebody's model, or I would have paid for somebody to teach me. I'm going to teach you guys what I know, okay? I'm not an expert, but I'm going to teach you what I've learned. Hit the follow button if it's your first time here. Do not miss this page. We're gonna start doing the streams at 3 p.m. Eastern time. That way I can get rapid fire to you guys every single day. Pay attention to rapid fire. It's been hot. It's been good. I can go back and somebody can go back and check how many, but the first like 4 out of 5 were positive. We're gonna keep that going, guys. Pay attention to rapid fire. That's where I tell you when the dogs are alive too. This looks wild. Yeah, man. This is not even the whole thing, bro. And I'm not even all the way zoomed in. If I'm all the way zoomed in, you can see literally my 34-inch screen here. It gets pretty crazy. And this is not even all the games. One game already started. All right, guys. It was cool hanging out with you guys. I think we talked about the weather. We talked about the line. You guys know what lines are in reverse, so you should probably avoid those or tail it. I need to go update the lineups. Let me see if some lineups have been announced. And pay attention to rapid fire. I will be dropping rapid fire in the next, it'll definitely be posted in the next 30, 40 minutes, okay? So pay attention to rapid fire. It's been doing really good. If you guys want to hit the follow and subscribe button, make sure you are following. On YouTube, you can hit the little bell icon and get notified as soon as I go live. Last call, guys, if you have any questions. And then if you want to join the Discord, that's where I'm dropping all my free plays. All my free plays are dropping on Discord. The link is in bio for that. Link is in bio. If you see a free play drop on TikTok, it's a special free play, okay? I'm only going to make videos for the top tier ones, okay? So yeah, man. If you guys want to join the Discord, it's $20 to join the actual premium side. So you guys can join the free play side, test the waters. It would be a good idea to get in there right now. And then if you want to test the waters, do that with the free plays and then consider joining. Guys, we have not been freaking hot like we have been. In fact, we've been on a little bit of a slump in the last week before the break. We've been on a slump and we're due to bounce back, man. You guys should know basic investing, investing knowledge should tell you buy low, sell high. Okay, this is a buy low opportunity, and now that the second half of the season is kicking off, we're focused. We're laser focused, man. Miami says props, man. That's real dedication. I'd probably rather do better if I did this. Yes, bro. The days that I don't look at the MLB model. Like if there was ever a day, I feel like I'm missing something. I feel naked. I feel like I'm going in blindly if I'm just looking at the full season ERA. Bro, look at this. I'm looking at last 7 days, last 14 days. I'm looking at how the team is over the last 30 days away, at home, how they are against lefties and righties, how the pitcher is against lefties and righties. Bro, this is everybody that does this should have a model of some sort. Let's go, guys. Double tap the screen if you have something for me. Otherwise, I'm out of here, man. Thank you guys for joining me today. It was a good one, man. Thank you guys for dude, this helps me. This helps me big time to get like the juices flowing and stuff. And yeah, man, the Discord We're about to pop off. We are in the middle of doing that series where we're going from 50 to 500. We are almost done with that series, and then we're just going to run it right back, okay? So I'm about to get everybody that 10x. I know it's been a little slow. I've been really selective with the plays. But now I've tested the waters, and I know how this works. We're going to complete that 50 to 500 challenge, or half unit, whatever you started with. If you started with 10 to 100 or 100 to 1,000, we're gonna finish that series this coming up week, this first week, and then we're gonna start the series again. That is a special exclusive series that I'm not gonna run anywhere else. You have to be in the Discord to run that series. Finn, what's up, brother? I was worried about you, man. Eric says thank you. Hey, you're welcome, brother. Thank you for coming back, and thank you for the roses too, man. You're appreciated. Coach says, what do you think about the Phillies today? Philadelphia is this line is moving in favor of the Angels, but you definitely have Jesus Luzardo, and I think you have an edge there with Jesus Luzardo. That's a big number to play there with Philadelphia. The Angels weren't pitching bad. They weren't playing really bad. I just can't trust their bullpen today. This would still be Philadelphia or pass, but probably a pass for me. Hit the follow button if it's your first time here. I am out of here, guys. Hope you guys have a great day. Pay attention to the rapid fire. It'll drop. And if you see a free play drop on TikTok, pay attention because that's like a top tier free play. That's not your regular free plays. Regular free plays will be in the Discord. Link is in bio. Have a blessed day, guys. Be kind to each other. Catch you guys on the next one.